Welcome back to Metal Loop. Winter is in full swing across the US, so here's 4 simple things to prepare your car for the winter. These tips are easy to do, don't cost a lot of money, and will make sure you don't get stranded on the side of the road. This guide is going to focus on cars from California and the Southwest where there isn't a lot of snow, freezing temperatures, and road salt. There are much better guides if you live somewhere with real weather. Leave a comment if you need help finding one of those great videos that already exist on the topic. Happy to help. Before we get started, cleaning out your car is a great excuse to do a visual inspection. I also like washing and waxing the car one final time before the rainy season starts. That protected wax will make cleaning in the spring easier too. The first tip is to check your battery. Temperatures are dropping, and here in the Bay Area, we've been waking up and commuting to work in sub 40-degree Fahrenheit weather. Batteries perform poorly when the weather is cold. If your battery is reaching the end of its recommended lifespan, it increases the chance that your car won't start one morning when you're trying to go to work. You can use a battery tester like this top-down TB6000 Pro, which can not only help you diagnose the health of your batteries like I'm doing here, but also be used to charge and maintain your battery to keep it healthy longer. You don't need to invest in a battery tester if you don't want to. Most parts stores like Advanced, AutoZone, or O'Reilly's will test your battery for free. Also to mention, typically the battery is located at the front of the car, but in some cars the battery is in the trunk, like in this A4, but you will still have terminals up front to connect the tester. Since we're here in the trunk, we can ensure that a bad connection to the battery won't be a problem in the future. I'm going to give the terminals a quick spray of battery terminal protector while I'm here. Number 2. There's nothing worse than going to your car in the morning and dealing with a foggy window. Window washer fluid is the easiest way to clear a window, especially when morning dew becomes morning frost. The washer fluid reservoir is usually in the engine bay with the cap marked with a windshield icon. Washer fluid is generally formulated to freeze at lower temperatures than water. In other parts of the country, you can find washer fluid that is typically made to help de-ice a windshield. You can use a funnel if you want to avoid splashing, or just pour carefully like I'm doing here. Ensuring you have washer fluid when you need it just helps you drive safely, especially when you're rushing to work or dropping off kids for school. Some days, the wiper blades by themselves are not enough, and the defroster won't be effective until the engine warms up from driving. Tip number 3 is to check your tire pressures. When inflating tires, always inflate to what the car manufacturer recommends, not what is written on the tire. The information for the proper tire pressure is usually located on the driver's door jamb here. Colder weather means that air pressures in the tires have changed. Perfectly good tires also naturally lose a little pressure over time. There's lots of ways to check tire pressure, like this pocket-style one I keep in the glove box, but I personally really like the mechanical gauges. They are much more accurate and lock at the max pressure reading, so you don't have to guess. The digital ones are equally good and are at stocking stuffer prices at retail stores through the holidays. For my Audi A4, the tire pressure is 36 psi all around. I'm using Ryobi's inflator, but almost every brand has a tire inflator, so find the one that works with the tool batteries you already have. If you don't want to invest in an inflator, every gas station offers complimentary air when you buy gas. It's also a chance to thoroughly inspect your car's tires. For example, the last time I checked tire pressures, I found a nail in one of my tires. Having a flat tire would be a bad day, but trying to change the spare tire during the one day when it's actually raining would be the worst. If you have a spare, like the A4 does, don't forget to check and inflate the spare as well. The spare in the A4 needs to be inflated to 61 psi. The fourth and final tip is to check the condition of your wiper blades. Wiper blades generally only last for about a year, and given how little it has rained in California, your blades have basically spent a year baking and drying out in the sun, just in time to be useless for the rainy season. You can clean and inspect your wiper blades to confirm the condition of them. If it feels rough or notched, that's a good sign the blades need replacing. Or, if the blades aren't stiff and folding over, they are losing their wiping power. Some wipers you can just change the squeegee inserts. For a little more money, you can replace the whole wiper blade assembly. I bought these Michelin blades from Costco. Most wiper blade manufacturers have comprehensive guides to check the size requirements for your car before you purchase. In my case, the A4 needs a 24-inch blade on the driver's side and a 20-inch blade on the passenger side. Changing the blade requires no tools. You simply pop the old wiper off the main arm, then slide the new blade within the J-shaped hook on the arm. Repeat for the other side. We'll toggle the wiper change position off and give the new blades a quick test to confirm we don't need to make any adjustments. Now we're ready for the next time it rains. Today we checked and optimized our tire pressure for cold weather. We also replaced our wiper blades to handle the rainy season. We confirmed our battery is healthy and still holds charge, as well as performing some preventative maintenance on the battery's terminals in the trunk. And lastly, we refilled the window washer fluid. And there you go. I hope these tips are helpful and inspired you to do the same for your car. If you made it this far in the video, please consider subscribing and liking the video. It's the only way YouTube knows to recommend this to more people. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. I'm Alan, and this is Metaloop.